Hey friends, it's Wendy with H2O Bungalow. I'm so excited you're here today. I have a collaboration project that I built with Saws on Skates, and he and I worked on a project in the mill, our Vermont guest house. Okay, so last time I videoed with you, I shared how I was going to take room from the closet in the bedroom next door and take that extra space and turn it into a closet or a big cabinet at the end of our hallway. So this will be for the housekeeping, and we'll keep it locked, and it'll have housekeeping supplies in it. I wanted a nice door. I've got craftsman style doors in the rest of the house that I put in. So we went with a shaker style door, and today we're going to share with you how to make your own easy shaker style doors in any size. We had crazy weather for the 2 days we did this project, so I'd like to shout out a great big thank you to Saws on Skates for being such a good sport. We got to play around with the new Kreg adaptive cutting system since Scott packed it and brought it all the way out for this project. We cut 2 sets of panels out of 1/2 inch birch plywood for the center of the shaker doors. Cut the panels lengthwise and then into individual pieces. We used 1x4s for the top 2 rails and stiles and a 1x6 for the bottom rail for each door. We used pocket holes to assemble the doors. Again, you'll find detailed instructions on locations of pocket holes, all of the steps, and a lot more tips in my blog post at h2obungalow.com. To assemble the doors, use pipe clamps at each of the rail locations. Be sure the panel is flush at the back of the door so the center panels leave a 1/4 inch reveal on the front of the door. It helps to have 2 people to attach the pocket screws on this step. We did the rails first and the panel second. Keep checking to be sure your panel stays flush to the back of the shaker door as you're moving it around. Another good tip is to line your doors up flush at the top when you're clamping them so you can trim any discrepancies off on the bottom. Lay the 2 sides of the doors together that are the straightest and then mark the hinge locations. We used a Kreg concealed hinge jig. It's easy to use. Adjust the setback, line it up, clamp, and drill. It's universal, so all concealed mortise hinges can be used with this jig. We used 4 hinges per 8-foot door, 1 on each rail and 1 halfway down the middle panel on the bottom. You should paint your doors next before adding your hinges. You'll see in the video this is not the way we did it, but I was short on time. This is the closet framed and ready for the doors. Let me share a clip with you of my video tour from when I first bought the place. So what I'm going to do is to take this closet and divide it in half and move this door over. So this part will then become part of a closet that the team can access from the hall, and the guest's closet will be much smaller, but what you can't see is it goes pretty far deep. And we've gotten permission from the HOA to move any interior walls or do any type of modifications that we need to, as long as I don't touch the outside walls of this condo. So the closet's been built and framed, and as you can see, we're going to install these shaker cabinet doors in a full overlay style. The first thing we did was use a level and drew a straight line as a guide for the outside edge of each door. Next, we lined the door up to the outside of the line and marked the hinge hole locations. Coming off the door line, we used the Kreg Multi-Mark tool to set the exact spot for each pilot hole. I gave the doors 2 coats of primer and 2 coats of paint. You're absolutely better off in painting them before you hang them, but again, we were short on time. Last, you'll add your door hardware at one of the rail locations. One more thing I'd like to mention is that I chose not to use plugs for the pocket holes because this was a maintenance cabinet. If it were a project in my home, I would absolutely plug those plugs, sand them down, and get it smooth before painting. Okay, if you like my work, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, H2O Bungalow, up here. Click that button. And when you're on my blog and you're reading the post and looking at the directions, go ahead and subscribe to that too. You'll find a link to the plans and Scott from Saws on Skates post that matches mine as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.